r/ask Reddit readers, why did you cheat? Part 2. Mrs. Schoblom. I've cheated on one person in my life, and before then. Not only was I one of those people who always got cheated on, but was also one of those people who said I'd never cheat on someone. My ex and father of one of my children I was with for 8 or so years. Very beginning was okay, but it moved very quickly. He moved into my place, and that's when I started to notice issues. He had AP *** in addiction we went through for 2 years or so, lying. Not sure what else he was doing on the internet since. I found his manhood posted on a website, made for hooking up with people. Later, it was an addiction to video games, ignoring me and the kids, not doing anything around the house, etc. Sprinkled in between was spending $2,000 on eating out from our tax return without telling me I didn't work, so it was his money to do as he pleased. We kept finances separate after that. I think that was the icing on the cake. I got a job, got my driver's license, and bought my first car and fixed my credit all in 6 months. I tried breaking up with him multiple times by trying to talk, but somehow he'd always promise he'd do better. And then right back to the same old, same old. I felt like I was wasting my life. I messaged an ex on Facebook, and voila. It was an out. I cheated. I didn't feel remorse at the time. But now, I'm in a relationship with an amazing man who was cheated on. And now, he has issues with both my cheating, which I told him, and my lying about my past. Which I did because the past is the past for me. Cheaters never win. Even if you feel it's the only way out. Ghostiny Orpans. The only time I cheated was when I knew I was planning on breaking up with him. I was only in town for the summer. I thought he was aware of the temporary status. Until the end of summer, when he started telling people he was looking for a place in my home city, without actually talking to me about this. I realized at that point that he was way more emotionally invested than I was. And then I cheated on him with an ex-lover. I never told him, don't think he ever knew. And then I dumped him 3 weeks later, on my last day in town. King Shaniqua. Because they became distant. They became a person that they weren't when it all started. When the relationship started, everything was great. But over the months and years, they came up with rules. I couldn't be anywhere without checking in. Can only hang out with approved friends. They wanted to replace my friends with their friends. Now you're probably guessing anyone this possessive and controlling would at least be affectionate. Overly so, this was not the case. So, I'd disappear, slip out. Had to make alibis. At first it was just to see my friends. But then it was for affection. No regrets. That person was a toxic cesspool. And they live in a hell of their own making. Good for them.